You're here because you're interested in Alaska Airlines A321neo. I'll take you through my flight experience so you can see if it's worth it for you to get an upgraded seat. This flight was taken from Newark to Los Angeles. Now, that's a relatively long flight, so we're talking about a 5.5-hour flight time. So you, again, might want to see if it's worth it for you to upgrade your seat for something that might be a little bit more comfortable. This is the galley. Now, you have to keep that in mind that on Alaska Airlines, you'll have to pay for snacks or in-flight meals. You'll have to decide if it's something that you're willing to pay for or not. These seats in the front are the most expensive seats on board this aircraft. Now, if you notice, there's only 2 seats for this first-class cabin. As we get further back into the rest of the aircraft, you'll see that it switches from a 2-2 configuration to a 3-3 configuration. That extra space between people makes a big difference if it's a longer flight. Again, that's something that you'll have to decide if you think it's worth it. I'm not going to lie. The pitch between Alaska Airlines seat or the space between one seat back to the other in the economy cabin doesn't really leave you with too much room. On this next row, you can take a look and you can see just how little space you're going to have for your knees between you and the seat back in front of you. If you're a taller person, meaning somebody who's above 5'10", you're likely going to have your knees slammed right into the seat in front of you. It really doesn't leave you with a lot of room. On a shorter flight, that might not make a difference, but if you have a longer flight, something let's say longer than 2.5 hours, you may want to consider an upgrade. Now, Alaska's known as being a low-cost carrier. Now, what that's going to mean for you is that there's not really too much in the way of options in your seat itself. There's no touchscreen TVs. You're really reliant on your own cell phone or tablet that you bring with you. There's no real in-seat entertainment to speak of except what you bring yourself. They do offer some movies that they send to your phone. But remember, you may want to bring a battery because if you run out of juice, you're not going to be watching anything. The restroom on board the Alaska Airlines A321neo is located in the middle of the seating cabin. Keep that in mind if you're deciding on a place to sit. You're not going to want to be next to that restroom if it's a longer flight. So, I ended up opting for the emergency row. Now, it was a couple dollars more. That said, I do think it's worth it considering the space that's offered on a typical economy type seat is really tight. Since this was over a 5-hour flight, I thought that was money well spent. Here on the right, we're passing that restroom. Again, keep that in mind. So, take a look at how much room I have in the emergency row. I can have room to stretch out my legs. The only drawback, you don't really have a window to look out on in the emergency row. The width of the seats are about the same, but it's the leg room that's really a plus. Now, you might remember that I said if you don't bring a battery, you'll be out of juice. Well, if you're looking on this seat in front of me, there is a plug. However, in this seat, it didn't function. When I plugged into it, I got no juice out of it, neither from the USB nor the actual 3-prong plug that's down here. So keep that in mind. They may not be the most reliable sources of electricity. So thanks for watching, and drop a thumbs if you like it.